Hello and welcome to the Timeout Podcast. My name's your boy Whole Milk, also known as Michael Cook.
My name's Zarzamon, friend of Whole Milk, biggest fan and supporter since day one, also known as Isaiah Diaz.
And that's a fucking lie, first of all. It was more like year 3 you finally became a supporter.
Yeah.
The fucking first 2 years thought I was trash.
First 2 years weren't even Whole Milk. At first you just wanted to call your shit Michael Glenn Productions or whatever.
First of all, it was Pressure Cooker Productions. I thought that was a cute name for a fucking video company.
Oh, that wasn't the first one. The first one before that, remember Hobbit? Remember that?
Yeah, I do remember that one.
That's our backup one. That's my second favorite after Timeout.
Fucking, I don't know, again, I think Pressure Cooker Productions is pretty good.
That was back. Hobbit Hole was back when we wanted to do Minecraft, though.
Of course, and fucking...
That name also makes people
original.
assume that I've ever watched a fucking minute of The Lord of the Rings in my life.
True, it's a good movie, you should watch it. Also...
I know, you tell me that.
We need theme music.
If you could have it. What song represents our podcast that already exists?
I think we both know what that has to be. Well, no, I guess that would be the outro. Never mind. I don't know, dude.
I was gonna say Static Noise because our podcast has barely just started.
Well, okay, like, us as people, you know, of course, I would pick, Wouldn't Have Nothing if I didn't have you from, Monsters, Inc., but I feel like that's more of an outro theme. I think, you know, an intro theme has to be snappy. Has to be some sick beats, you know? Have a 3D animated Minecraft intro. Like, what song do you put over that?
No, that's the April Fool's one when we do the fucking Minecraft intro. I will go into that. I think it's a free program. We just need to get our Minecraft models, and I will make this one.
But no, that's the thing.
Like every other one, it has to end with us fucking, like, raping something. All of them end in rape. Have you seen that?
No, they don't all end in rape. That's like one channel. No.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Because they're like 12-year-olds, and then the one friend, it ends with the one friend raping the other's character, and I guess they think it's funny.
I know what you're talking. No, I know what you're talking about.
Dude.
Listen, I know what you're talking about. Okay.
Look, back in 2004, friends would teabag each other in Halo. In 2018, Minecraft players will teabag each other in fan videos, and then 2020, players will actually literally sleep together.
Look, it's one channel, but no, like, okay, so like, fucking, can we have Vegabus as our intro?
What's that?
We like to party. We like to party. We like.
That's
party.
assuming I like to party though, and I really don't. Most of the parties I've been invited to, one out of the 2 of them I canceled on, so that's half.
I fucking went to a party since I've come up here to college. I fucking
You
stood
want to talk
there.
about college?
Fucking in a minute, real quick. I went to this party, and I don't know if I told you about this, but I sat there because I don't drink, I don't smoke, and I have a girlfriend. So I was honestly there just like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. You know? Because like everyone else there was there for those 3 reasons. Either to drink, to smoke, or to get with each other.
Yeah.
And
That's a nice way of putting it.
I'm a good Christian boy. You know? I don't cheat.
Not with that hair.
Hey, it's cut right now.
No, because you said I'm a good Christian child.
Yeah, I know. It doesn't look Jewish right now. It's cut.
Oh.
Yeah, I have short hair right now.
Whatever.
So, I'm a good Christian boy. At the time, I didn't. At the time, it was fucking full fro, full action.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, I was there and I just didn't know what the fuck I was doing there. I got dragged there by some friends who said you gotta go at least once, and I went once, and I was bored out of my mind.
I remember... Or, keep going.
Because they were playing... Here's the thing, right, is I'm a fan, I listen to music all the time. It's very rare you see me without my headphones on or around my neck. Right? I listen to a good bit of music. But I like rap, alright? But I don't like mumble rap. Okay, if you play me something like Lil Dicky or Biggie Smalls or Childish Gambino or so on and so forth, Con, fucking Reggie Snow, all these people, so on and so forth, I'm like, fuck yeah. This shit's absolutely slaps, you know? It's good. But if you play me something like Fetty Wap, yeah, I don't have a problem with it, but I'm not a fan of it, and it's going to be hard-pressed for me to, like... It's just not for me. So, the music was supposed to be, like, the one redeeming factor, I guess, and it was just not there.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that's just a Michael Cook exclusive problem, because I don't think if you know you don't like parties, you're not going to go to one.
Well, unless you're the type of person who can't say no, which is a lot of people, you know?
That's true. That's true. But, I mean, I don't know.
Including myself sometimes.
No, and I find it... look, it can be hard to say no, especially if you're trying to be friendly and trying to be included in things and be inclusive.
I remember back in 8th grade... or no, this was 7th grade. No, 6th. It was definitely 6th, because I wasn't in junior high yet. They did dances at our junior high. And back when I still thought my older brother is like someone I needed to look up to, which a lot of older brothers have that complex where if their older brother thinks something, it could be anything. It could be vanilla ice cream, the Ninja Turtles,
Power
terrorism,
Rangers.
anything. If they think it's cool,
Wait,
you
whoa,
have
what
to
was
think
that
it's
third
cool
one?
because that's your older brother. And my older brother was kind of going through a thing where he wanted to be really social. Ever since I was young, I was destined to be a nerd. But anyways, he was like, you should go to this 8th grade thing with me. Despite me being a 6th grader and everything. And I decided to go. It was just this party thing at the school. But I didn't know those were lame yet. And I was just some 6th grader, like, I was totally scared to go.
As you would
But
be.
I was excited because I was like, it's going to be lit.
Dude, in fucking college, I'm scared to go to a 6th grade party. Let's be honest here.
I probably wouldn't be scared now. I'd just be like, this is a thing I'm not going to enjoy.
I don't know. I remember the 8th grade parties. Those shits were fucking rowdy.
That's not the point of this story. Not the ones I went to. I went to school once where they
So did
wouldn't let
I.
me
That
do
shit was
anything.
rowdy.
In 8th grade?
Yeah, dude.
We'll get into that. Not the one we went to together. That shit was just fucking sad. But I go with my older brother, and I'm not gonna waste you guys' time. 30 minutes in, he was already getting tired of me being near him because he made the mistake of inviting his little brother into a school full of people his little brother doesn't know.
As one does.
Yeah, and it's just I wouldn't talk to anyone but him. But he wanted to be with his actual friends, and like it's a dance thing. It's already just a big room where everyone's dancing, shifting around, and I don't fucking dance.
Dancing.
He looked at me. Yeah.
Heavy quotation marks around that, friend.
Well, they think they're dancing, and I thought I was dancing. Like the closest thing to a dance I could do, because I don't know how to fucking dance. I still don't. These days, I would just say no, though. Back then, I wouldn't.
I can do the
'Cause I was
Macarena.
stupid. I can't do that. But the closest thing I could do to dancing, I remember the only thing I would do. Now, honestly, like Michael implied, yeah, nobody knew how to fucking dance in retrospect. So, thinking about it, I really did fit in. We all looked pretty bad. But the closest thing to a dance I could do was I would think of victory animations from Smash Brothers and just do them.
Oh no.
Because nobody made fun of me though, because everyone was looking stupid. Because everyone's like 12 and under. It's not like anyone was gonna bust out a move. Nobody could dance. We were all fucking cats because none of us could dance.
Unless they put on Jump On It. That or fucking
You're implying they play good music though.
No, because those were the dances they taught us. Was like the Jump On It, which side note, not okay. Wait a minute, not Sugar Hill Gang Jump On It,
Oh,
but okay, I'm thinking of the wrong
I
song.
was like, I wish.
First of all, they should
Are you
play
thinking
Sugar.
of the Cupid Shuffle? That
No.
was definitely that.
No, I'm thinking of the one where it's like literally one of the lines is like, now shake your chest, or some shit like that. Fucking
The
what is it
Cupid
called?
Shuffle is always my favorite. Like when I was a kid, because it was the only one where I felt like I fit in.
I don't know. To the left, to the left, to the right, to the right.
Okay, were you the person who was way ahead or way before? Like you'd react late to the Cupid Shuffle's instructions?
I don't fucking remember the Cupid Shuffle.
Be behind. I'd be the one who would be dancing really quickly because I'd always be trying to keep up.
I don't know what it is. Genuinely.
You literally were singing it. It's the.
Oh, is it that
right,
one?
To
Oh,
the right,
fuck.
To the left, to the left. Now keek, now keek.
Okay, again, I was actually thinking of a different song.
Basically, it's fucking sad.
What
I
the
hate.
fuck am I doing with my life? I can't remember any of these songs.
But I didn't go to any dances in 7th grade. But then there's that infamous 8th grade dance.
That's a
What
story
would
for
you
another
do?
day. That's another
Alright.
podcast, dude.
I have no problems with not having to bring that up.
Look, honestly, I'm surprised you wanted to. I wasn't gonna force that out of you. I mean, we got fucking...
I'm over it.
We
now.
got topics. I got about 8 here. I know you have about 4 or 5 yourself. If you really want to get into your goddamn 8th grade dance,
Let's move on.
pitter patter. I mean, okay, all right. So, do you want to start this off, or do you want me to start this off?
You go ahead. You have more to talk about.
Let's fucking, you know what? Actually, let's go ahead and start off with something to move past real quickly, because it ended a while ago, and I wanted to get this, do this podcast a while ago. A few weeks ago, Fooly Cooly Alternative ended. Really good, a lot better than Progressive, and I'm really glad I watched Fooly Cooly before coming to college. You know, I feel like you probably come across this. I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing here.
Yeah.
Genuinely, I mean,
I heard that one a lot.
I'm now living, I'm living on campus here at my college. I'm going to my classes, doing 16 hours this semester. I might be dual majoring by next semester. We'll see what happens next week, because I gotta talk to a counselor. I mean, I'm having to deal with all my own shit. I'm having to deal with all my own, like, nutrients. That's the hardest fucking thing to come across, by the way. Is, while I'm here, I can't cook my own food because I don't have, like, a stove or an oven I can use. So it's completely dependent on, my nutrition is completely dependent on the fucking dining halls. And sometimes, man, I just tell you, they serve the shittiest food.
I have the opposite problem. I have driving into a city every day gives you a lot of options to eat out, you know?
Just no money.
And no, I have plenty of money, and that's part of the
Oh,
problem.
fuck you.
Is that I have money and a lot of options to eat at places that are not good for you. I'm gonna take them. Look, after incredibly, because I want to eat.
I get that, but here's the thing. All right, so like
You wish you were me.
for a while, I ate fucking hamburgers because they were just serving that like all week, and like in another line, they'd be serving fucking peas and carrots with a fucking tomato and mushroom based tortellini. I had no idea what the fuck they were serving. I was just like that.
Yeah, I don't even know.
And I tried it. I made a joke. I was making a joke about the tortellini. I don't know what kind of meat, because they have different lines. All right, they always have the foreign cuisine line, the pizza line, the vegan line, which I do have a story about that. The normie line, or like the normal meal line, and then like the fast food line. Right? My ass, 50% of the time, is in the fast food line. Because it's very rare they actually cook the vegetables all the way through. I got green beans, I picked one up, it was cold, and I snapped it in half. And it snapped.
Damn.
That's not cooked. No, so you can imagine me, I'm trying to sit here and keep up, like, still be healthy. My fat ass don't like
not
salads.
Me. I gave up.
Well, fucking, when you feel like shit, you feel like shit. So, I try to eat decent.
My current diet is making sure I eat fast food like twice a week instead of 3 times a week.
Well, you know me, though. I'm not a big fan of lettuce, right? So
I didn't
my
know
ass...
that.
Really?
What the fuck?
Lettuce is the one vegetable I will not eat.
Why?
I don't like lettuce. It makes me sick.
Sure.
I don't like lettuce. I'm just a fucking
Weird.
baby. I don't know. So my ass is not going through... I'll eat spinach any day. I like spinach. Cabbage is okay. Lettuce just off limits to me. I don't like
always
lettuce.
hated cabbage.
And here's
The
the
mistake
thing.
I'd often make when making a burger at home is I would mistake cabbage for lettuce. Don't ask me how, I just would.
I mean, that's
and then
fair.
I'd put it in, and then I'd chomp into it, and it'd just feel the worst fucking
Well, that's
thing
another
ever.
thing I want to mention. I don't like raw vegetables. At all.
Yeah, I don't think I do.
The only raw vegetable I'll eat willingly...
Does lettuce count
Yes.
as a... Well, the only time I eat lettuce is, like, with stuff, like ranch. Like a salad.
It's still raw.
But it has, like, stuff with it.
Well, let me put it this way.
I can't eat it by itself.
Let me put it this way. The only time well, even if it's not by itself, even if it's with shit, I don't like raw vegetables, okay? There's
Yeah.
1 or 2 cases I can think of. I like cucumber and seaweed when it's with sushi. I like spinach on any good sandwich. Fucking Popeye the Sailor Man and shit. And I like raw onions. And the only reason why I can count that is because of salsa.
Raw onions.
Salsa.
Well, that's like the salad rule. It's with something. I thought you were trying to tell me that you like fucking.
Well, I'm not gonna
boring-looking
fucking-
ass over
I'm not
here
gonna shovel
chomp
in-
into an onion
Wait a
or
minute.
something.
I'm not gonna shovel in fucking pounds. I'm not gonna shovel in pounds of spinach into my mouth. It has to
That
be
sounds
with
like a,
meat.
is okay. You gotta tell me, is that a thing in JoJo yet? A character that's addicted to just chomping into onions and eats them raw and carries like a bag of them?
I'm surprised. No.
That sounds like something they'd come up with.
But yeah, so I guess to digress from this conversation though is because like I'm sitting here and I feel like an absolute baby sometimes because I'm learning everything a second time and I look at things and I'm just like I don't get it. I don't get it. And honestly, if anyone here who listens, if anyone's gonna listens to this and has watched Fully Cooley, the first season, you don't know what the fuck is going on at all. Okay, and you can place shit together and things like that. And I'm not gonna go up to what it really means, but like, you soon figure it out. But yeah, it feels the same way. When you're a kid and when you're first in college, to me it feels the exact same way. Because it's just, oh fuck, I don't know what I'm doing. Oh no.
How would I call it being reset the 0? I would call it more like, it's like New Game Plus. It's like you started over, but you retain everything you knew beforehand. You have all the stuff you used to have. You got all those goods. You're just back at the beginning, pretty much. Square one.
I don't know, my ass is still poor.
That is true. Never mind. You're New Game Plus, but in the original game, you fucking
I fucked up anyway.
banded it. You bare minimum banded it and cheated your way through. And now you're gonna do that again.
Let's hope. Let's hope I can do it
You fucked
again.
around 4 years of high school. You can fuck around for.
Well, let's hope. Because that brings me into another thing about college. Because I guess this is just going to become the college talk now. Fully Cooley, it's great. If you want to hear more about it, at some point I'll do a video over a retrospective.
Don't they have some videos on Adult Swim from the original Fully Cool?
Oh, they have the entire series
Well, there you go.
for free.
There you go, people.
But if you want to hear someone talk about it that's more educated about it than me, look up the cartoon Cypher on YouTube. That's Cypher, with a C.
We can add a link. At least
Sure.
I can say.
Really good. I really enjoy their channel. I just started watching recently, but I watched some of their Fully Cooley shit. Really good. Really good. I mean, that's all I can say. So let's get into college, because this is for everyone that doesn't know us, because I'm sure there's going to be a handful of people who listen to this that do know us. But we just started college. Freshmen,
Yeah.
little fucking baby boys. I'm at university.
I'm at a community college.
We're fucking baby boys. Part 1. This is it's all new. It's all pre-game. for what the hell's gonna happen. Yikes. Big yikes.
What?
It's a hard experience.
Oh,
Because
I thought something crashed.
no.
I thought you were like, yikes! Shit, okay. So
Sorry.
you're just talking about college, and
Yeah.
immediately I'm like, yeah, I get that analogy. I'm not gonna argue that.
Yikes. Because, like,
Yikes.
so something I realized very soon, and again, you can attest to this, Isaiah.
Yeah, I'll let you go.
You can't fuck around in college like you did in high school. As someone who only fucked around in high school, who slept through at least 2 classes per year, and I mean classes, not like class periods, I mean like the entire, like fucking math. You thought I was awake during 11th grade math? You, sir, are mistaken. My ass was dead asleep.
Do you guys know how in the audience? Do you guys in the audience know how like back in elementary school you'd get the little paper that lists your school supplies you'll need for that year? I swear, a thing with Michael is that on his list it listed a comfy pillow as the top item,
I just used my fucking
and it
jacket.
said and extras it said maybe a blanket.
I just used my jacket for either purpose.
Yeah, a lot of people did, including me. Jackets
Actually,
are versatile.
no.
That's not
Actually, fat joke. I didn't use my jacket. I used my fat ass arms. I never use my jacket to sleep.
How do you sleep on your arms? Oh, do you like lean forward?
Mhm.
The classic.
Mhm. Oh, or I'd like rest my head on my hands with my elbows on the table. I do that a lot too.
Yeah, but one thing I want to point out is that, yeah, I agree. For me and you, yeah, we can't really fuck around as much in college. And
I can't
but
fuck around
feel
at
like
all.
some people just, from what I've seen, plenty of people are though, and I don't get it.
Fucking people come up here, and this is actually because I'm at a university, and I'm at a university with a bunch of bars around, and it's a relatively, still a pretty small town here. Obviously, it's not like it was 30 years ago, but fucking it's still relatively small.
Yeah.
Bars everywhere. Obviously, it's a college town. People come up here and people fuck about and they drink, and either they take a longer time or they spend their first semester fucking about and then they pick it up the rest of the semesters. But I just don't understand that. I'm so worried of getting my ass kicked by school. I don't feel comfortable fucking about. If I have something
Same
to do,
here.
I'm getting it done.
Yeah.
Which, no, I'm no, like, fucking patron saint. My ass is taking forever to read shit or, do assignments, or I'm waiting to do a quiz.
Yeah,
for the
you know,
last
we're
minute.
we're studying for those tests right now. We're not actually recording the podcast for an
See,
hour.
this is the first time since Spanish. I actually have studied for all of my tests this year.
I haven't studied for all of them, but I have studied quite a bit.
I've studied for every single one. I've spent 2 hours per, like, sheet of questions.
I'd like to meet someone who got through college like they did through high school, where they can say like, "Oh, I slept
I'd
through
be-
everything.
I'd be
I didn't
impressed.
study, and I did well." College. It's not even because the subjects are harder. I'd argue math. I'm doing really well in, and I don't necessarily study. I just think it takes more effort. You need to put forward more effort in college than you do high school, because high school it's almost like high school. Everyone's on the same level, in your grade. Like everyone's
Not
needing the
necessarily.
same classes pretty much. But like it's almost like a simulation. Like high school is they do everything for you in a way.
College is every kid in your class, like every kid in your graduating class is your peer. College, it's not so. College,
Yeah.
it's everyone that's in your individual class is your peer.
Also, I feel like in college, yes, people like administrators will help if you come to them, but that's the thing. In high school, if you weren't
They'll
doing
come to
well,
you.
at least for me, yeah, they will make sure you do well. But in college, your sink or slim, bitch. More money for them because you're
So-
going to have to pay for more.
I guess I'm kind of doxing myself here. Or not doxing. Obviously, I'm not going to give away where I am.
Bro.
But I'm outing myself here. This is a good example of what you're saying. I had a writing assignment in my philosophy class, and I got a fat 0 on it. Now, I did it, and I was really confused. And my teacher didn't bring it up to me. So I went to him, and I was like, okay, so, like, what's the deal here? Did you just not get it? Did it just not fucking work? Like, did I actually get a fat 0? And he explained to me why I did. It's because I apparently did the wrong prompt, which, fuck you, side note.
That's happened to me before.
Yeah. And it was a major grade, and of course I was, like, really worried, but I was like, at the same time, I had to put in that extra effort. I had to etch out an hour of my time to go see this guy. You know, my professor.
Mm-hmm.
This wasn't something in class. In fact, I tried to go to him in class, and he said, come to me in my office hours, which was fucking annoying because his office hours were during the days I didn't have much going on, were during the few classes I actually had. So I had to etch out time on one of my busy days and go and talk to this man just to find out why I fucking got a 0. And it's not his fault. That's just how shit works. But I mean, damn, that's rough. That's yikes.
Something I've noticed in college that really sucks for me is that I had this a little bit in high school, but especially now in college. Don't mean to bring the mood down a little bit. It won't do it too much. This is a little more somber. I have this feeling of I'm constantly upsetting someone.
I get
just
that.
Because no matter what, someone's gonna get the boot, and I'm not gonna be able to like basically do what they want. That could mean like I had a family member call me up today, and they were like, "I haven't seen you. Can we like do something? You know, like can we see each other?" And I was like, I can't make a promise that we'll be able to see each other. I've got homework. I've got work. You know, I don't have time to basically have as much fun. You know, like going out to places.
It's even become rare. There are weeks where we don't even talk to each other, which is wild because we used to call each other after seeing each other at school every day in high school just to talk about shit.
Like, and quitting this podcast, it's a project that Mike's been wanting to do forever. And a lot of the time,
it's you also wanted to do forever. Don't, like, I mean, it's...
Well, I mean, of course, but I'm like... Here, let me get into it. Lately, it's been... We both want to do it, of course. It's, like, I've always wanted to do it.
Of course.
It's just that lately, I've always had trouble finding the time to record a podcast. To find the energy to talk. I'm not a talkative person. I know I'm talking a lot during this podcast, because it's a podcast that you talk, or else it sucks. But I'm not... I often find trouble having a lot to say to people who aren't my close friends.
Well, I mean, that's
so it really does take energy, and it's hard to find it.
I think another
I'm always
thing,
so busy.
On my side, there are weeks where I don't just go radio silent to you, and I know it's happened with us a few times where I just go fucking off the grid. You even mentioned it. The first week I was here, I was just gone. Like, you hadn't heard from me at all, pretty much. And
fucking Twilight Zone, dude.
It was fucking Twilight Zone. And even like this week, like the people I know here, just I was radio dead. I was radio silent. I mean I didn't have the time or even the energy to socialize.
Yeah.
There are genuine weeks where I don't have an hour to myself or an hour to fun, you know. And that's the thing, is I understand wanting to be social, and I try to be, and I try to have fun. Tomorrow's the homecoming game. I plan to go to some of the activities tomorrow, you know, but at the same time, I have to write a paper. I also have to read a book. I also have to read a different book, because I'm a fucking idiot who took 2 literature classes. This whole week, I was dealing with midterms, you know, I was reading an assload of shit. I was doing a lot. I was busy. You know, again, dealing with the fucking 0 and shit like that. That was all this week. That was busy. You know? And
it'd be like that.
Yeah, and that's the thing, is I understand wanting to be social, and I understand the need to be social. I understand the need to even have moments to yourself. That's another thing I realize everyone needs. But just sometimes it is not that easy. I mean, I think even people here that I talk to, my friends who are abundantly, or maybe not more social than me, but have the prospects to be more social, sometimes they just go fucking radio silent too. Sometimes they're just busy.
Yeah.
College is fun and all, and you can call it the best time of your life, but don't act like it wasn't just a lot of work.
Maybe the people who say that, maybe some of them are the people who did fuck around in college, like we talked about, and then because they fucked around, their adult lives after they left college weren't as fulfilled as they might have hoped before going to college.
Or even maybe they just didn't load themselves up with as many hours. And that's another thing I want to point out. I'm taking 16 hours. Most people take 12.
Yeah.
Most people take 12. So that could, in all fairness, add to what's going on, you know.
Definitely does.
But at the same time, I'd find it amiss to find anyone who doesn't just... I don't know. I realize that college can be the best time of your life, but for the first semester, I think it's a lot harder to put that impression on someone. I think those best years of your life comes in junior and senior year. Certainly not freshman.
Yeah.
Which, that's another thing. People always said freshman year is the worst in high school. I'd argue that. Freshman year is the best year of high school. Because it's
same for me, man.
so fucking easy.
It was so easy, not just, like, I'm not talking just classes, I mean just...
Socially.
Yeah, it got a lot more
easy.
complicated after freshman year.
Of course it is, because you have fucking...
Those are stories... What'd you just say?
I said you have fucking people dating each other and then breaking up and then dating other person's friends, and you have friend groups breaking apart. You have... I mean, fuck, I'm guilty of that. I mean, after freshman year, college... I feel like freshman year's your last year being a kid.
I agree.
And I
That's where my nostalgia ends.
Yeah. Because after that, it's just fucking busy.
I want to... Well, you know what? Yeah. The thing is, I've always said I'm busy. I feel like if I were talking to a younger version of myself in, like, 10th grade, self would be like, man, I'm so busy.
Well, I'm sure you could say, well, relative to now, you weren't busy. But 10-year-old you, which was relative to your 9-year-old self, yeah, you were a lot busier.
For someone that age.
Yeah. I mean, or not even someone that age, for you, a year later. I mean...
Yeah.
But, let me think. Is there anything else I want to talk about, like, the overall, before I get into specifics of college? Do you have anything else to say?
I know we're being pretty doom and gloom on college, but at least for me, I definitely appreciate the larger amount of freedom you have in college. It really makes a difference.
Yeah, I guess I should. I
love it.
I want to preface this, and I should have prefaced this at the beginning.
I said, or go ahead.
When I talk relatively negative about things. You'll find, if you press me enough, I actually like a lot more things than I let on. Because it's just easier to talk about things you don't like. I mean, college has been a good experience so far. I think I'm fucking exhausted, and I think sometimes I'm on the point of a mental snap. College has been a good experience, even with its downs, and I think there's enough here that I've appreciated to weigh out the feeling of utter despair sometimes I get. But you know what? Besides that, no more doom and gloom. Let's get into something a little more lighthearted. Tell me how the Grinch stole Christmas this year, Isaiah.
Yes. The Grinch didn't just steal Christmas. He didn't just steal the box office when that epic movie drops in a few days, actually. November 7th, I believe.
Whoa, fucking wait. It's coming out a month before Christmas?
I know.
The fuck?
I know. Thanksgiving, it's getting Thanos more and more every year. Just disintegrating. It's becoming Halloween and then fucking Christmas. To digress a little bit, I work at a grocery store and there is no Thanksgiving merch, but there's tons of holidays, tons of Halloween. There's a section for Halloween, section for Christmas, nothing for turkey brethren. Those Indians died for nothing.
Indians didn't...
Those turkeys died for nothing.
Okay.
Those Indians died for nothing. But anyways, yes. The Grinch stole Smashmas. And there's so many details. The reason I was going to attach this to the whole Echo thing was just because there's so much misinformation going around that I'm not going to sit here and be some kind of Smash tuber and tell you everything, you know? And I'm not going to act like I know. But what I do know is what happened is there's this French, like, fucking, I'm gonna say, like, advertising firm. They do advertisements for many companies over the years. They've been around. There's this Frenchman who, over Snapchat, showed probably a friend of his a video of him scrolling over supposedly the final version of the Everyone Is Here banner with 7 new characters yet to be revealed on it. And it's been a social media shitstorm determining if it is real.
In fact, in our server, which you know what, I feel the least that I should plug the server.
Let's do it.
Do you want to go ahead and say what it's called and what you can find it at? Because you're the fucking moderator in it, or you're one of them. I don't know.
If you want to join the best Smash Brothers Discord,
Heavy air quotations on that one, Chief.
Yeah, a smashing good time. Find me on iFunny at Zarzamon, all lowercase, and just DM me saying you want to join. Look, there used to be a thing where we check you out, but we're kind of low on members, so we'll throw you.
Fuck, wait, isn't there still link?
Michael doesn't even like Smash Brothers. Spoilers.
No, whoa.
You can join.
Whoa.
I like how you're cool of talking about Etika, but the moment I'm like, this dude don't like Smash, you're like, whoa, fucking
because
chill.
Talk about misinformation.
Tell me, Mike.
Though he's correct, I'm not a big fan of Smash Brothers. With
That's
Smash
fair.
Ultimate, I do plan to get into the game, and you have to realize my expertise with Smash, alright, stems from having the 3DS version, which I put about 60 or so hours into. I played a good bit of that. And Brawl. And also Melee, but Melee's utter trash. For the most part.
That's a different.
Yeah, that's a different conversation. But no, I've never been big into Smash Brothers, but with me playing Rivals of Aether and really enjoying it,
fair enough.
We'll see if I enjoy Smash Ultimate. And I do plan to play it at some point. I won't pick it up on launch because I'm a fucking poor boy. But
Dude,
yeah.
make that your Christmas gift for me, and that would give me a reason to buy free copies of the game this holiday.
You can fucking team up with Ethan maybe and go 50-50.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ethan.
He's gonna be on here, I swear on my fucking life.
I
We're gonna
give it
get
episode
him
4.
on here. Yeah. He'll be here. You guys will meet him.
Anyway, but yeah, so a smashing good time. I don't know if there's a way we can just I don't know if there's a fucking link.
Nah, not right now.
Really?
Best way is to just find me. Yep.
Yeah, so what's your Twitter?
Fucking True Zarzamon, dude.
Yeah. So pretty
DM
much
me.
DM him. You can get in. Either way, it's been a shitstorm because it's been arguments. This one guy who's anti-weeb said if that leak is true, he'll play Fire Emblems.
Really?
You didn't see that?
No.
I'll
You're
have
gonna
to show
tell me
you
that
later.
off.
No,
Nobody, that's an
Okay, wait a minute. Time out. You didn't see that though? Calbario said it's pinned in the spoiler
Wait, by
section.
time out, do you mean, what does that mean?
It
Does that
means
mean
we're
this
off
is
air
cut
right now.
out?
Yeah.
I didn't see that. You're gonna just,
Okay,
let's
in
skip
spoilers,
that. You
real
can
quick.
tell me that
No,
way.
in spoilers, it says pin message. No, the first one that's pinned here is if it's real, I'll give Fire Emblem a chance.
I'm looking.
This is a real thing.
I see it. Oh my goodness.
All right, so fucking time in. But yeah, no. So if you at least want to shit on this guy and make him a weeb, come join.
Hell yeah, man.
Don't actually shit on anybody. It's not.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
frowned
yeah.
upon. Sadly, I'm kidding.
The thing is, about this leak, even if it is fake, we're talking about we live in the moment. We don't know if this is real or not. You know,
True.
we're not experts.
True. This is
What do I
fucking
look
to
like?
date
Going to
ourselves.
college for
Real
graphic
quick,
design?
real quick.
Fuck
To
no.
date ourselves, literally, it's the 26th of October right now.
Fuck numbers. You know, the title, the fucking like, it's not gonna be episode 1. It's gonna be date.
It's gonna be October 26th.
We live in the moment.
We live in the moment.
For real.
Hopefully,
We're out there.
or are we?
Anyways, my favorite thing about this week is just I love with Smash Brothers. It goes back to what I like about Smash. Smash does a lot of things,
The shitty community.
but we said we were gonna be more positive today. Well, for now, you know, we're gonna be a little more positive. You heard him, and we're gonna be positive though. One of my favorite things about Smash community is I just love seeing like it feels like everyone is a part of it. Because whenever something comes out like this Grinch leak, just there's so much cool artwork out there. People drawing in the Grinch art style, all these cool leaks.
Or even people
Just
like
the
me
Grinch, like-
who don't give a fuck who's gonna be in the game because I'm gonna play Mega Man.
Yeah,
Talking about it. I mean,
it gets people going.
let's be honest here. I'm gonna do the same thing I did in 4, and I'm gonna play Mega Man and Mr. Game & Watch, which
I'm maining Kirby again.
Fuck, here's
He's
the thing.
literally my desktop
maybe
background.
that's why I didn't like Smash 4 because I played fucking Mega Man. But
We said we were gonna be more positive.
dude, I love Mega Man. Look, I love Mega Man. I do. I played all of the mainline games except for 11, which I want to
You
play.
hated a lot
It
of them.
looks great. No, I didn't hate them all.
You hated a lot of them.
I hated 3 of them. The 3 is a lot
It's
different.
so hard
from
being
10.
positive, man. I can't do it.
I
I'm
loved
already
7.
fucking up.
Look, 7 out of 3 or 7 out of 10
We love Mega Man.
is a good number. You know what?
Yeah.
I think Mega Man 8
I love
is one
that
of the
number.
best looking games on the PS1, and I encourage anyone
I do
that's
too.
a fan
I'm sorry.
of Mega
Okay.
Man to go play that game because it's a good ass time.
I like the way 11 looks. I think it's a natural evolution.
Fuck Mega Man 9 though.
Mike, we said we were gonna be more positive.
Anyways, back to the
that
Smash.
leak. Oh, Smash.
Oh, Smash.
Just I love seeing the community come together to shit on each other, and it's become teams. We have Whoville versus the Grinch team, the best team, the team that I am on, Team Real. As of October 26th, I am Team Real. My boy Banjo is back.
I'm just here to
and-
fuck with people.
Yeah, and that's fun. You know, I like doing that too at times.
I'll post
And something
articles
special-
I find that go with both sides. I'm like, here we go.
It's fun. It's fun. I think it's fun because you can, no matter who you are, whether you're an expert or not, you feel like you're included in something. You feel like you're making an impact, and people are reacting to what you're doing.
True.
Because everyone has a say on it, because that's how big of a thing it is. Something special to me, though. You know, like Isaac, for example, I've never touched Golden Sun, you know?
I tried playing
But
it.
if Isaac is in Smash, that gives me a reason to.
Why you keep
I
saying
was
Isaac?
saying- Isn't it Isaac?
It's Isaac.
But there's 2 ways.
It's Isaac.
There's no E.
You don't spell Isaac with an E.
If it's Isaac with A's, then what is it if it's ISEEC? ISIS? ISIS?
I don't know. All I know is Isaac is spelled either AAC or ISACC.
The series that you've never given a chance. Like over the summer, I'm about to get memed on, but I finally started playing Metal Gear because Snake was returning in Ultimate, and I'm currently more than halfway through 2, and I love these games, and if he wasn't back, I might not have played them, at least not yet, so I'm glad he is. I just love how Smash does so many things for so many people, for better or worse. But for me, it's for better because it gives me a chance to see these franchises in a new light, and it makes me become a fan.
But Isaiah,
Say it.
never mind. Go on.
I'm giving you the airwaves. I'm not going to talk So you say it. Either
Why?
way.
Why do you want me to say it so bad now? You hate it.
Because it's a cock tease if you don't say it, because I implied you were going to say something.
That's your fault.
I'll put it in the description.
Fucking,
I'll put a whole paragraph that
by the
explains your
time you beat Metal Gear Solid 2, Snake will be removed from Smash 6.
What makes it better is that his dumbass voice cut out by the end of that, so I don't even know what the analogy.
I said that by the time you beat Metal Gear Solid 2, he'll be removed from Smash 6.
Whatever. Anyways,
I feel like we need to explain that joke, but at the same time, I think that's also a story for another day. That's the great PS. No.
I don't have time to play
It
games
came
anymore.
before. No, that came before college. This is the PS3 debate that's been going on since at least the beginning of last summer.
This dude's pissy that I let him have my PS3 for 5 years, and then I took
Fucking
it back.
not 5
He's
years, because
like,
what? No. Alright, so I bought...
pause
No,
for
wait a
the
minute.
channel.
I bought the Metal Gear Solid collection. Played the first one. Isaiah was like, hey, can I use the... Can I fucking take back my PS3? And I said, you know what? That's fine. Because he was like, I'm just going to play the Metal Gear games and give it back to you. Alright?
I am playing.
So, now mind you, you know, you'd think, okay, when was this? Alright? Fucking, I'm gonna fucking look on my Amazon account real quick to see when I ordered this, because I only played it for maybe, it was like 2 months later, 3 months later after this. Because fucking, I swear to God, it's at least been a year now. And you're on 2.
It's been a few months.
It's not been a few months. What?
I wanted to play Metal Gear because the boy was back. It had to be, like, at the earliest June.
No, because you wanted to play Metal Gear because I bought the collection. And you were like, sure, that's a fucking famous video game. Hello? Am I in the goddamn Upside Down?
If I wanted to play a famous video game, I would play Izzy and the Golden Ring.
Fucking,
the Super
that is
Nintendo
an amazing
Entertainment.
video game, but that's not what we're talking about today.
That's amazing to us.
Dude, honestly, we should sit down and beat that on stream.
We fucking love.
We've never played it all the way through. We can't say we love it.
Get the fuck off of your Amazon. Nobody gives a shit.
Fuck you, I forgot I have my
This
screen
is
share on.
Fake news. It's fake news. I'm gonna beat those games before Smash 6 is announced.
Look, so past 6 months, alright, I want to point this out. Past 6 months, I've ordered
He's got
one
some
thing.
hentai in there, some
I
mangas.
bought
He's not a Wii, by the way. Not a Wii.
I bought
by the way.
the Rosewell gaming mouse with RGB LED, alright? 2018. Let's see if it was even this year. Let's see. This year I bought Celeste and the fucking again the mouse, alright? 2017.
Celeste is a really good game.
In 2017, I bought a lot more shit, side note.
Dude, looking at your Amazon list, it breaks your character. You're supposed to be poor.
Oh,
Look at all these
fuck.
items.
Actually, yeah, but that was like 2 years ago when I had a job.
I think
Oh, whoa.
There it is. There he is.
Yeah, I bought this game in 2016.
Okay, so what? What does that prove?
It means you've had this game for a lot longer than you've been saying, and by the time
You're acting like...
No.
Just sent the game to my house. Like
No.
I had it from day one.
No. So
That's
I got
not
it
true.
June 24th, 2016, and I played the first game. Alright?
Yeah, a few months ago, June. Yeah.
2016.
Feels like yesterday.
When I beat it, a few months later, because I'll admit, I fucking waited to play 2 a little bit, because I was like, fuck, Metal Gear 1 was enough of a brain. Fuck. So I waited a few months, and I started it, and Isaiah was like, oh, fucking, can I use the PS3? So I gave him back the PS3. Still have not been able to play Metal Gear Solid 2. That's my game he's playing. Don't hate
me not
me
here.
because I speak the truth. Anyway,
To me not being
the
exposed.
fuck were we talking about?
We're talking about we exposed everybody. Everybody is gonna be exposed by the time we're done.
What were we talking about?
French leak. And then I was gonna talk about how Also, that's really good. I completely forgot about that Grinch movie from Illumination.
You didn't forget about
All
it,
the week. I did.
did you?
If you told me there's a new Grinch coming out, I would know. Just because, yeah, it's everywhere. It's being advertised, but I wasn't. It wasn't in my conscience until that week.
You didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, I don't really watch movies either.
That's fair.
But now that I think about it, I actually watched some trailers because of the sleep, which is crazy. Again, Smash makes you do shit sometimes. I think the movie looks really kind of good.
I agree. I don't think it looks bad because you know what? I think Illumination has shitty movies, but I don't think
I'm with him.
I don't think they are the worst studio, and I think their big breakout ones, such as
Ooh, this guy says hi for shittiest studio.
such as I'm just gonna say it. I don't think Despicable Me or the Minions are bad. I think the only reason why people hate
really don't.
I think the only reason why people hate the Minions is because of Walmart and Facebook. That's it.
I also think it's just become kind of like Sonic the Hedgehog. It's just become the norm to hate Minions.
I
Because
agree.
everyone else hates Minions.
The difference is Sonic the Hedgehog is actually bad.
Again, trying to be more positive. Trying to say nice things.
Ooh, what? That's what I'm looking at? I'm sorry. Okay, so I guess I should fucking... Actually, you know what? Never mind.
Can you show up later?
I didn't know this was a thing. Did you?
It is, yes.
For all those who don't know what I'm saying, I've never played a Persona game, and I really wanted to play Persona 5 because it looked fucking rad.
It is a really good game. I played 20 hours.
And
I was like, I can't play it.
And they're releasing, like, I don't know if this is like the games
It's
or
a real
this is
game.
a different thing completely.
Different thing. It's a rhythm game.
It's a
all the
never
music
mind.
from the... Yeah.
That's
Idiot. Look at the
fucking dumb.
pictures.
I
It's
was
silly, dude.
I saw this down
There's some-
here. Fuck you. I just want to play Persona 3.
It shows them dancing
5
on the
maybe.
cover, and you thought that was the normal game.
I thought the re-releases always had dancing in the title.
No?
Like I thought the re-releases did.
No.
Well, fuck you.
When Persona 4 was released, it was called Golden.
Oh,
And then I'm not sure what 3's re-release was, and 5 doesn't have one yet. It's just kind of an extra title.
of course.
But yeah, I really do like that Grinch reboot. I like what they're doing where, you know, I feel like a lot of people, when it's released, will give it shit. Because they're like, why is there modernized stuff? Like, you see drones carrying the gift.
Oh, I haven't watched the
And-
trailer, by the way. I'm talking about on a pure my
The thing
non-hatred
is,
for
is that,
Illumination.
yeah. The immediate reaction from a lot of people in the film comes out is, why is this so modern?
Why is
that's
it
not-
poo-poo?
Yeah, well, that's kind of disconnected from what I'm saying. I feel like a lot of people will give it shit because I feel that it's trying to appeal too hard to a modern audience. But I'm like, people in me and Michael's age group, I'm not going to speak for him because we don't really agree on anything. I, to this day, love that live-action Grinch movie. It's
Never
just
watched
what
it
I
all the
grew
way
up
through.
with. It's what I grew up with. And also had a lot of modernization. Like the fucking pop music and stuff like that. Harry.
Never
Come
watched
on.
it.
It was absolutely early 2000s, and I still love it. And
I really
I
like the
think-
old one.
I love all of them. I just love the Grinch. Oh,
Anyway, I got nothing else to say on that. I already put out my opinions on the Minions. I could go watch the trailer and give my hot take right now. Whatever.
the only thing that's weird to me. What do you think of the redesigns? I think the Grinch looks great design-wise. I think he looks.
I've only seen the
I guess
Grinch.
what I've,
Grinch looks fine.
have you not seen Max's redesign?
Nope. Who?
Max,
Oh, the dog?
the dog.
I
Yeah.
think I have. It looks like the dog, doesn't it?
No, go look it up. I actually don't like it. Can you look it up and since while you're shopping, can you
I just got off. I just got off the shopping.
No, you
page.
didn't. I see like 10 fucking tabs, dude. Click on
So,
one.
fuck you. I'm not clicking on any of them.
Max looks weird, you guys. He looks like a person. Like, go look at him. Max in the fucking Grinch reboot. Philadelphia Burger King refuses to sell new burger. Oh! Sorry, that was just one of his. He's.
It's fucking MSN, I think, or Bing.
Hurry up.
Oh, God damn, I can't do this any faster. I'm looking. Why does it look like it belongs in Mr. Peabody and Sherman?
I know.
I mean, it's not that bad.
There's something off of it.
I
I don't
can get
hate
over
it. It's just something
It's the mohawk.
I think it's the face.
You think it's the face?
Yeah.
Look at the smoke
At least the
bastard.
Grinch isn't Jim Curry.
Jim Carrey, you mean?
That photo's Curry.
It's Carrey. You're fucking dumb.
Holy, can we make that? We gotta put that somewhere. What the fuck is that?
Anyway,
Is there a way we can put that in? We have to.
I will. I'm fucking post editing. I'll save it. Where did it go? Anyway, let's get
Holy fuck.
here. I'm saving it. You can look. I'm saving it. Pictures.
Is that the balloon boy got lost in?
Anyway, so let's Can we move on to our next subject?
Sure.
I'm
I'm all out of them.
I'm gonna say one more thing about college so far that I've noticed. I'm gonna ignore the other thing I was gonna talk about because it's just more me complaining about college. But let's talk about
Yeah, I'd be like that.
let's talk about keychains, motherfucker. What's
I
your
like
opinion?
them,
What's your
but
opinion on
I don't use
keychains?
them. I love keychains aesthetically, but practically, I don't want them on my key rack thingy that I'm always carrying around, like in my pocket, because they're just all of them are too bulky.
That's fair. And another thing, so that's my thing is I know a lot of people don't like keychains. I actually love them. I like them. I have quite a few on my key ring, but I don't drive a car, so it's not as annoying for me because it just stays in my pocket the whole time. And a lot of mine are flat also. But another thing I want to talk about, which is this is something that I've noticed only college kids use, really. Late high school or like college, you know, college years. Lanyards. And I'm being genuine about this. How many adults do you see using lanyards?
People at conventions, but besides that,
How many kids do you see using lanyards?
none.
The only fucking people I know that use lanyards are people that go to conventions, which they get them and then stuff them in a closet for the rest of their life, and college kids.
That is so true.
And I started noticing
That's
this
true.
because I started noticing, wow, that's a really unique one. And I started noticing everyone had a little different ones, you know? Unless you have just the one you got from applying to the school and you got it, which everyone got. But, so, like, I have a Star Trek one, you know? I got from some fucking website. And I just started noticing, I'm like, there are all these different lanyards, and there's only, like, maybe a 5-year range of which lanyards are used. Who's buying these lanyards? Better yet, who's making these lanyards?
I mean, they sell.
But to whom?
You.
Me?
Your people. Your people.
Who's my people?
College kids. People with no money.
Good save. But that's my thing, though.
Bankrupt.
That's my thing, though. It's like, it can't just be something I've noticed. I feel like if I'm wrong, someone please, like, call out and say, but, like, besides college, are lanyards really used?
You gotta think, for conventions, they probably buy a whole bunch. They're
I'm
probably
sure,
so-
but for conventions also, they're advertisement keychains. Or advertisement lanyards. There's a lot of lanyards that aren't advertisements, that are just lanyards.
Yeah.
Like, the lanyard I have is not an advertisement lanyard. It was for the Star Trek 50th anniversary. It's not an advertisement. I've seen some of them. Like, this kid has a Fooly Cooly one in my class. But he got it from Comic-Con. He got it at an Adult Swim booth. It's an ad, you know? And that's my point. Is there's other ones, though, that I've seen that are obviously not ads. They're cool designs, or they're just something that, like, I guess speaks to the person who wears them. Some of them are really fucking cringy, but I think that goes with anything.
What was the cringiest lanyard you've ever seen?
Polaroids that just kept repeating, "I'm not okay."
What?
Yeah. Or "leave me alone."
You mean like little pictures that said that shit on them as
like
the design?
Polaroids? Like, do you know what Polaroids are, right?
The picture.
Instead of having the picture within that white frame, it was just black and it said, "I'm not okay" or "leave me alone" or some shit like that.
Yikes.
It's
Can
just
I get
like...
a lanyard that just says "Yikes" over and over again? If I see that, that's a Christmas gift, and that's all you're getting.
But yeah, no, like, I'm not wrong though on this, I feel. And again, I might be, but who's buying lanyards? And also, I also want to point this out. Who actively goes and searches to buy lanyards? Who's searching for a lanyard?
I think people, if I was in university like you are, I would probably want a lanyard that appeals to me. Like, I would go on Amazon and look for like a Nintendo or Smash Brothers lanyard for myself.
That's fair. It's just it's wild to me. But again,
I wouldn't want to just use the boring one that's handed to me from the college. I would want like one that appeals to me.
Okay, but again, I want to point this out too. Somehow, it's not just one company making these though. There are other companies that are somehow
they're probably really fucking cheap to make. I don't know how they're losing money.
I'm sure they are, but if no one's buying them, they're obviously going to lose money. And that's the thing is, yeah, you're going to buy one lanyard that appeals to you, but you're not going to buy a second lanyard.
Well, one for everyday belief.
But do you get my point, though?
Yes.
Who's making money off of the lanyard business?
The lanyard company. There's only one.
Maybe, but
wait, the concept of a lanyard, it's copyrighted, trademark.
It's not
by one company. Yeah.
But yeah, no, this is just something I had, like, I guess, an issue with that I wanted to bring up because it really struck me. It really, like, I was just like, who the fuck is buying these? Like, again, my lanyard didn't just come with the lanyard. It came with a bunch of other shit, too. It was an add-in.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I just don't know.
Get the fuck off of there! He's just scrolling through cringe images on Google! Get off of there!
What?
Get the fuck off! They're making me get the fuck. Ew! No, that has to be there. Save that in your computer.
No. I can't even save it.
You know what that looks like? It's Jim Carrey, right? I think you shouted me earlier for a mispronunciation. How do I pronounce it?
Jim Carrey, you got it.
Alright, Jim Carrey. Looking at this image, whatever, maybe it's the lighting. Maybe it's my own eyes or the lighting in my room, but the dude looks like something out of Goosebumps. That looks like a Goosebumps monster.
Anyway, as we were saying...
Get the fuck off.
What?
The Grinch episode. The first episode.
Why are you mad at me for Gunku?
You know what we're gonna do when it's December? We're gonna re-upload this episode, so it's festive. But we'll have jingling bells in the background the whole time.
God damn it. Anyway, fine, I'll exit out of it. Damn.
It's distracting me.
I was doing it without even noticing I was doing
I'm the villain. You know what you are? You're a villain. You're like, what's a villain that doesn't know they're doing something wrong? A sympathetic villain? Like Thanos?
An
Well, you know what?
ignorant-
He knows. Wait, huh?
I don't know.
That's you. Whatever it is.
I'm Skeletor. Yeah.
No, he knows he's bad. He
Yeah,
wants
but
to
he's
be
not even
bad.
that bad of a guy.
I wouldn't know.
Anyway, fuck. Okay, so next topic. I guess we're done with lanyards.
Get the fuck out of there. Yeah, we're out of there.
I got a few other key points. Do you have anything to bring up? Besides
No.
before? So fucking. I want to get into a bit more of the. What games have you been playing recently besides MGS2? Anything?
Literally nothing.
Any games
Like you
besides
talked about
Smash you're looking forward to buying?
Nope.
Really?
Really, no.
Not even Lethal League Blaze?
I'm waiting for the Switch port.
That's
Like a
fucking
good
cool.
Nintendo fan.
Well, I've been playing Yakuza 0,
Get a Nintendo sheet.
which I still love Yakuza.
I couldn't get into it personally. I do appreciate it though.
Yakuza's a big fucking Japanese soap opera with over-the-top action and over-the-top bits. I fucking love it. I really do. And I'm not going to go too far into it because I also plan to... This is a little hint for everybody. When I actually start YouTube, every Christmas I want to do a Yakuza game. The first Yakuza took place around Christmas, and so far I've played every single one near Christmas, Thanksgiving, that kind of time.
Yeah.
So, Yakuzas are going to be my Christmas episode, basically. But I do want to mention this, though. My favorite scene so far is your main character, Kiryu. I'm going to have to find... Here, I'll fucking pull it up on Google. I'll throw it into the video. But it's pretty much your main character, Kiryu, is learning a new style from this, like, old man. And as he's fighting, it zooms in on Kiryu's face, and he's all serious. And it just says, the little fucking subtitle says, "That's rad." I fucking love it. It's such a dumb little scene. Fucking, I'm gonna have to, like, just throw in the video. Isaiah's gonna be able to see this real quick. Which, good on him, because I think he'll enjoy it. Are you watching?
Yeah. We got some Japanese dudes fighting. It's
Of
running
course.
at 5 frames per second on my
It's right-
perspective.
Oh, that's fair.
He's throwing a fizz. He's throwing a left hook, right hook. He's coming back at
This
the
man's
boy.
getting yeeted.
Whatever. Boy getting yeeted. If you Fuck the...
That's rad. I love it. I'll send it to you in case you want to see a better fucking thing of it real quick. But pretty much, it's such a dumb little scene, and it's shit like that, though. And I think that's what makes this game so charming, is it's a serious plot about murder and hitmen and the next heir to the Yakuza and shit like that.
and singing mini games.
And that's the thing, is it's also... It's not just full of that testosterone-filled moments. It also has very silly moments like, "That's rad," a karaoke minigame. In fact, the first mission in this game literally has you going to a karaoke bar. That's not a joke. And you do a rhythm minigame. And that's the beginning of this game. It's something else. It's really good. So far, I still enjoy Yakuza Kiwami better, personally. But I still have really enjoyed Yakuza 0 so far. Zoinks.
Oh,
Hello?
where did you go?
I fucking yeeted myself, I think.
Is our audio okay?
Yeah, mine is. I mean, I guess I hung up on you by accident.
Okay.
I'll
I
keep
think
in-
we got a good thing.
I'll
Should
keep
we,
in what I had
start-
said. I want to do one or two more two more things I want to
still
talk
had stuff
about.
I wanted to do.
So do I.
did have hope.
But I have two more things I want to say.
All right.
And we
Yeah,
can
I'm
end on the
completely
big
sure.
one, on the one you'll have something to say on. But I also want to say I've been reading, because I've been doing a lot of reading lately, so it's amazing I have any time to read comics, but I'm making an exception for Fist of the North Star.
All right. Well, let's get back at.
Huh?
Let's do a countdown to get back in our time.
Oh, we're fucking ended.
We're fucking in. We're keeping. What's good? Nothing changed.
Nothing, everything's good. We're too goddamn real. So,
This dude be reading lately.
I've been reading a lot lately because of my literature classes, and I'm making time still for a little comic book called The Fist of the North Star. And also, mangas are comics, and anyone who disagrees are weebs.
All opinions expressed on the Timeout Podcast
Are
opinions
everybody's.
expressed in the Timeout Podcast do not represent everyone within the podcast. Only he himself. Please go yell at him.
Why are you booing me? I'm right. But yeah, no, I've been really enjoying it. I always thought it was a more silly comic because of course the "Omae wa mo shinderu" meme. You know. Boy, was I wrong. What a serious and absolutely fucking brutal comic it is. And it's good. It is a good comic. I can't say much on it. At some point, I'm going to do an episode on it. Ties into Yakuza a little bit because of the game, Fist of the North Star, Lost Paradise, which I'm going to play and do a review on at some point. And I'll plan to go into the whole series after I finish reading it. But so far, I'm loving it a lot more than shit like The Devil's Elixir. Fuck that book. Or the autobiography of Frederick Douglass. Not a fan. Sorry, bud. I know you're important. But this man's blowing people up with his finger. Fuck you. I mean... So, I guess, speaking of Fist of the North Star, and this will go into our last subject because we're about to wrap up. It inspired another little comic later on. A little comic that goes by the name JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Oh, shit.
We won't be talking about the part that it inspired. But we're going to go straight into the new JoJo Part 5. I have not watched episode 4. Golden Wind, Vinto Oreo, whatever you want to call it. It's beautiful.
This shit's it's so fucking good.
No.
We could do a whole podcast, but what I'm gonna say about Part 5, here's some background. I'm only watching the animes. I'm completely caught up though. He has read the books. What I'm gonna say is that so far for me, I'm on most things about Part 5, so I have no previous opinion. The thing that immediately strikes me about Part 5 is that I feel like, at least from its art style, and even animation, so far, they might screw it up later, but I really think it's my favorite looking part. It has the great colors of Part 4, with the, I think it has some great animation, like Parts 1 and 2, like, they all have great animation in their own right, but I'm just saying that it's kind of pulling from places. I think Part 2 looked particularly great with its animation.
That's my thing. The only part that I say beats it out visually. And then it takes
the amazing detail of Part 3. Or at least, yeah, just it's heavily detailed. And I love the mixture.
I'm just going to throw this out real quick. Another Michael hot take, if you will. Part 3 looks the worst. Because Part 1 and 2, I feel like, did what Part 3 did better. And I think Part 4 had its own art style where you can't compare it nearly as much as you did the other ones. Like, I think Part 3 is the weakest visually. And I think Part 2 is the strongest. I don't know if Part 5 has beaten it yet for me. We'll see when we get to Mr. Guido, because he's my favorite character of Parts 1 through 6.
I have no idea who that is.
He's awesome. I love him. I love his stand. They're awesome. We'll see. I mean, we'll see. I love Part 2, though. Part 2's awesome.
JoJo means a lot to us within the Timeout podcast.
I think among the world, I think there's more people that like JoJo than like communism. So that's pretty good.
Probably in 2018, yeah. In 2018,
So
yeah.
fucking, we'll take it. Hey, fuck, even in the
2018,
80s.
there's more supporters of JoJo.
Let me put it this way. Let me put it this way now. Let me put it this way, dude. 1980, whatever the fuck, people tore down the wall of communism in Germany, and yet JoJo was still standing strong.
You go from lanyards to fucking communism in 10 minutes.
I thought it was a good joke. Fuck
I do
you.
not want to do a podcast with you on a bad day.
I thought it was a good joke. Fuck you.
It is a good joke. That's why it's so funny.
Damn.
It is funny.
Either way, and now I'm gonna spoil JoJo Part 5 for Isaiah.
Holy
It ends.
fuck. It does have 39 episodes. That's something we do know.
Here's the
That-
thing. That's also something I noticed. With JoJo, I could make up some fucking dumb shit ending. Like, I could say Giorno, when he pierces him, like, he gets pierced with stand arrow and his left arm goes flying off and that left arm turns into his stand. I could say that. You wouldn't be able to say I'm wrong because it sounds like some shit JoJo would pull.
Sounds like something they would do. JoJo has this weird thing it can get away with, at least me. I have seen it before. People don't like it when JoJo does crazy stuff with it. But personally, I never minded just because I think my rule of thumb with JoJo is that I'm enjoying JoJo as long as it's fun.
My big problem with parts 3...
And I was warned that part 5 is serious, and I'm like, so far, part 5 has been a blast. Like, I'm enjoying it.
I'm just gonna say this. I think the problem I have with JoJo is part 3.
The stands are creative.
No, listen. The problem I
The
have...
covers are great.
Boy.
The
The problem I have with JoJo is the fact that, especially with part 3, part 5, and kind of part 4, is everything that's in the first 10 or so episodes, fuck it, throw them out. They're not worth anything. They don't go anywhere. And introduce the main character and maybe a sidekick or two, and that's it. It's not used for anything else. The plot of the first 10 episodes is pretty much thrown away. And that's one thing I hate about JoJo, is it's just... it never capitalizes on what it sets up. I mean, part 3, Kakyoin has this marionette doll, and that house somehow ties into shit, and he's an artist. That's thrown out. Fucking look at, part 4, his grandpa. Granddad. That's thrown out.
They don't even add the poor guy in the intro with all the dead people pointing out in the clouds.
I'm just saying,
Grandpa,
the beginning of
yeah.
JoJo, throw it
Or
out
best.
every time. And part 5's no exception,
Yeah.
and I'm waiting for Isaiah to realize that, and he's just gonna be like, wait a minute.
I'm sure it's a thing. I'm sure. It's just, that's why I'm like, that is probably the reason. It could be a negative depending on how you look at it. I'm used to JoJo doing that, so it doesn't bother
But
me.
the thing is, I've read later parts. I fucking, they fix it. They do. Or even look at part 1 and 2. The intro of those is not thrown out, at least in the anime.
Yeah.
Part 3, 4, and 5 have the problem of the intro is pointless. Part 6 fixes it, but not very well. And part 7 and 8 don't have that problem at all.
Yeah.
So it bugs me. It really does. And I get it. It's older. He had to learn how to do it. But it's just... damn. Yikes.
Yikes.
Yikes. Michael's word of the day, yikes.
Yikes. That's the word of the podcast, I think.
Anyway,
People are going to listen to this podcast and type in the comments, yikes.
yikes. Anyway, anything else you want to talk about, Isaiah?
Part 5 has an amazing intro, but surprise, surprise, JoJo's intros, I think, that's the thing. We can argue about stuff all day, but I think every JoJo intro,
It's good.
I don't know how they do it.
Yeah,
All of them really
they're good.
stand out. There's animes like Dragon Ball, Naruto, where some intros just completely like topple the rest.
Yeah.
But JoJo, each one is like, I don't know how they.
Yikes.
Part 5's intro reminds me of Part 2. That's definitely something.
Well, it's by the
I
same
noticed,
person.
Just with how psychedelic it is. Aren't they all by the same people?
No.
Oh.
Part 1 is done by Asian with the cowboy hat. Part 2 is done by Coda. Part 3 is done by Rock and Roll. Part 3, Part 2 is done by the Joestars, which is all 3 of the artists together. Part 4, I couldn't fucking tell you because they don't let me look that shit up. I mean, I'm sure I could find them, but Part 5 is Coda again.
Doesn't matter.
It's the same person as Part 2.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's good because Bloody Streams is my favorite JoJo intro.
Dude.
I think still.
Crazy
It's
Noisy
definitely
Bizarre Town.
Yeah, that one's good too. That one's the most unique, I'd say. But no, I'm out. Get it? I'm timed out.
Fuck you. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this has been
The Timeout Podcast.
Timeout Podcast, October 26th. Isaiah, where can they find you?
They can find me on Twitter at TrueZarzamon, all lowercase. They can find me on iFunny, Zarzamon with a capital Z. And yeah, that's me. What about you?
Yeah, no, they can't find me. Until I get a new phone, you cannot find me. Sorry, Chief.
Shit.
Until I get a new phone, it's just not viable.
But Michael, you don't exist if you don't have social media.
Well, fucking,
How are
I'm a
you?
ghost.
You're not in Skynet yet.
So you're saying I don't exist right now?
You don't.
So you're saying I am the equivalent
Uh-oh.
of communist
Say
working.
something. Uh-oh.
You're saying I'm the equivalent.
All opinions expressed by Michael on the Timeout Podcast are his own.
I'm trying to think
Do
of a
not
political
reflect
joke.
the opinions of everyone else.
So you're saying I'm the equivalent. If I don't exist, I'm like the president to all those people who don't think Donald Trump is their president. That's topical, right?
Yes, it is.
That might be 2 years too late, actually. Honestly, let's be honest here. I don't think the "not my president" thing has been relevant for 2 years.
No, people still say it.
Do they?
I see it. Yes.
I would know. I don't have Twitter.
Exactly. Lucky you.
Fuck. Last time I heard anything about our president was Kanye. That's not even
He's
a
not our
joke.
president as of Timeout 10/26/2018.
But no, like Kanye hanging out with Trump and showing him something on his phone.
Yeah.
Because that was memes were made of it. Oh yeah,
They
because,
went on iFunny and looked at anime today.
because it was
and he's like, wow, that one's pretty good.
no, because it was like everyone was joking because he just on camera he unlocked his phone and everyone could see what his password was and it was just 6 zeros. And that became a big meme. That's the most recent thing about our president I know. I'm fucking up with it, dude.
I love America. There's one last positive thing.
This is America. Don't catch you slipping now. Don't catch you slipping
This has
now.
been the Timeout Podcast
Look how I'm whipping
10/26/2018.
This is America.
Zarzamon and Whole Milk. We're real.
Are we?
Thanks for listening. See you next time.
Good night.
Timeout.
No.